You know, having friends that you can, like, actually talk to in person is overrated because it is just too fucking hard, apparently, to please people these days because everything I do seems to be wrong. It's wrong. Oh, you know, Laura, we don't want to hang out with you. You're too negative. You know, I wouldn't be negative if you didn't do stupid things like buy crystals. Okay, you were asking me to make fun of that, alright? Secondly, all of my actual friends, they don't say stupid things like that to me. They don't say stupid things to me. Okay, well, that's not entirely true. But I'm used to talking shit about people. That is what me and my friends do. We gossip. I'm not ashamed to admit that at all. I don't care. And, you know, I don't understand where this whole, like, be nice to people thing comes from. Because, look, if you don't like me, that doesn't matter. You're gonna put up with me, right? Yeah, I don't like anyone. I hate everything. And that is my personality. My whole thing. I hate everyone and everything that isn't, like, I don't know, like the things... Okay, I like some things, but most things, I hate them. Math, children, I don't know, Starbucks coffee. That's very weird because I go there all the time, but their coffee tastes really bad. Most Starbucks drinks, we'll rephrase to that, the English language, the Spanish language, man, I hate dogs. Yeah, I said it. I hate, other people. I hate canes, knockoff Zaxby's. Fucking God. I hate college. I hate my roommate. She's not here. I hate my roommate. I hate J.K. Rowling. I don't know. I saw my Harry Potter poster. I hate my school's mascot and our school colors. So ugly. We don't even live by the ocean. Why are we the pirates? I don't understand. I hate everything. I hate most things. You name something I probably hated. I hate Panic at the Disco. Olivia, I don't care that that's your favorite band. I hate them. Why? I could go into that. This is not that video. Why do I not? I don't believe in crystals. I think it's a bunch of hooey. Why? Because I have a brain. Okay? And you're gonna say I'm negative for thinking, and you're gonna be like, let's go to the metaphysical shop. No! Because the evil eye doesn't do anything for you. It's a piece of glass that somebody smacked a way too high price tag on, so a fool like you would buy it. And then they tumbled the freaking coolest rock ever and made it into polished nothing. I like rocks. I don't like magic. I like journals with pentagrams on it so I can scare my parents. I don't like $30 price tags. I like candles, and I like the cool, like, things you can hang them in and have stained glass, but I don't like spending $50. I'm a negative person. That's how I've always been. And if you don't like it, I don't know. Maybe you just should tell me. Joke's on them. The only thing I lose out of this is access to an HBO Max account. But also, I am never going to make real friends until I'm surrounded by a bunch of nerds in my major. Because I can understand people who like anthropology, okay? I do as well. Why else would I major in this worthless profession? Well, I don't know. I hate the air conditioner. I hate my air conditioner. I am so tired of people coming into my life, pretending they like me, and then deciding that they don't. I am not gonna put up with this anymore, okay? Like, okay, look, I don't know. You don't like me? Why? I've never said anything to you that has given you reason to not like me. Maybe I'm a little negative sometimes. What is wrong with me? It seems like every time I make a friend, they don't want to have anything to do with me. And you wonder why I text people, hey, I know you just said thank you, because I did whatever, but I feel like you really hate me right now. I didn't do anything. I just really feel like you hate me. Y'all wonder why I do that stuff. It's because fucking bitches that I somehow end up being friends with turn on me because they don't like my personality. You don't know who I am. I have crafted a personality for you to experience. You don't know me, and you won't, because you do shit like this. I am actually insane, I think. This is why I thought I was autistic. I'm not, and I don't mean any disrespect, but I straight up never get this. I'm starting to realize that it was not, in fact, me. It's just people around me never freaking said or communicated to me how they ever felt about me, so I just went on assuming that I was perfectly fine and that I wasn't doing anything wrong. And then, only for them to talk about me behind my back, and, like, oh my god, 5th grade, that happened to me. What else? Oh, high school. I was friends with this girl since 8th grade, and I would do things that she didn't like, and instead of, I don't know, straight up telling me, she would go behind my back and be like, Laura's annoying, and it's like, what am I doing? You didn't tell me that. And she never told me. Like, I would do something and I thought it was funny or whatever, and she would tell all my other friends, she'd be like, I don't know why she did that, I wish she would not do that. And she wouldn't tell me. She wouldn't tell me, and then her boyfriend would be like, hey, she doesn't actually like it when you do that. And I'd be like, yeah, okay. And then she would never say anything about it. And then she would tell people, she'd be like, I don't want to be Laura's friend anymore. And then she would never tell me that. And so when I started realizing what was happening, and she stood me up, so whatever, but when I realized what was happening, I was like, yeah, I don't want to be friends with her anymore. You know what I said? Literally, we were paying our parking spots senior year, and I said to my other friend, I was like, yeah, I'm going to leave before they get here because I don't really want to be around her because I don't like her. Well, that's not what I said. Because I'm trying not to be friends with her anymore because she sucks. She's a terrible friend, and she doesn't believe me when I tell her the truth, and she doesn't like me. So I'm just going to leave her alone. So it's better if I leave before she gets here. And some freaking bucket mouth, probably the other ginger in the group, we won't talk about it, freaking had to tell her that, and then she got all fussy at me, as if this isn't her fault. That's why her freaking relationship failed, too. It's because she would sit there and complain to our teacher, and then she wouldn't talk to her freaking boyfriend. This has turned into a rant about a specific person. This wasn't supposed to be that. That's an example. People don't tell me things, and then when I do things that they didn't want me to do, or I act a certain way they didn't like, and then they don't tell me, so I don't know what I did wrong. Right? I make a joke that doesn't land. If you pretend to laugh, I think you're laughing. I don't understand why it's so hard to be like, that's not actually funny. Or be like, don't say that. That makes me feel bad. Or, hey, Laura, I don't like it when you say negative things like I hate Panic at the Disco. That makes me feel, bad for liking them. First of all, you should. Secondly, I would stop if you told me, but you don't, so I don't know. Why is it so hard for people to get that I'm an idiot? Everything goes over my head. You have to tell me. And then I am put in the position of being like, oh my god, everybody hates me. Because they do. Because I don't know how to act. Because they don't tell me. You have got to give me clues or I don't know how to pretend to be a person around you. Right? Like, I don't know how to craft the personality you're going to get. Right? Because everybody has their own personality for me. There's the Hannah personality, the Natalie personality, the Rebecca personality, the Madeline personality. Like, I have different personalities for everybody. You all get a different version. That doesn't mean that I'm faking it. I just act different around all of you. And when you're all together, I act completely different around, and it's different. Right? I act different. And I feel like everybody does that, because I've seen a lot of memes about it, but like, this friend group did not get a good personality because it was really barely there. That personality was me kind of making jokes and like making fun of them a little bit. Because that is what I actually think is funny. I like to make fun of people. I love it. Sometimes I don't do it. I don't do it to certain people, right? But like, you can ask my best friends, like, if I make fun of them. Yeah, I do. And if they smart and they don't like the joke I made, they'll tell me that that hurt and that that was insensitive and uncalled for, and then I will apologize because I didn't know. I thought it'd be funny, and it wasn't. Okay. Mistake. I won't joke about that again. I'm sorry. Moving on. What is wrong with people? What is... I might be putting a little too much blame on other people for this, but you know what? I'm allowed to do that because this has been happening to me forever. I'll make friends and I'll think everything's great. I'm like, oh yeah, I bet Megan really does like me. She hates me. Why didn't she tell me that? I don't know. I just don't get it. I just don't. And I don't actually like people. I don't actually like hanging out with people. Or maybe I would if, people liked me. I don't know. How do I make friends? People are nice in college. I'm not. I want to get away from everybody here as fast as I possibly can. I don't want to be near people. And then the few people that are actually graced with my presence don't like me. I don't know where the assholes are here, and I have got to find them. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what it is, because a lot of people like me, but then a lot of people, most people, seem to hate me. I don't really know what I do that makes people hate me so much. I don't really know why my entire life everybody I thought was my friend actually hated me, or why people hated me in general. I literally have never done anything to anybody, and I have... Okay, that's not true, but most of the things that I have done to people has been, because I thought I was being funny, and I wasn't. Because the way that my family's sense of humor works, make fun of each other as hard as possible constantly, right? Like, my brother will make fun of my dad for being deaf. My dad will make fun of my brother for having a disgusting mustache. I'll make fun, my brother will make fun of me for being short. I'll make fun of him for being dumb as rocks. You know how it is. I'll make fun of him for having man boobs. He'll make fun of me for talking like Joan Jett. I don't know. We all make fun of my mom because when she gets mad, it, ruins the vibe. Right? We make fun of ourselves and each other. We have a running joke that Daniel can't make jokes. So every time he says something that he thinks is funny, we all just look at him and say, what did we tell you about being funny? And he always responds to not to. Just like in Cars. Yeah, because that also is... The fact that the movie Cars is the basis for my family's entire sense of humor is really depressing, but also really funny. This is a completely different rant now. Literally, half of the things that my dad says are probably something Mater said, or he, talks like Larry the Cable Guy. My brother, for the longest time, had the worst speech patterns ever, because the only movie I liked was Cars, so we watched it constantly when he was learning to talk. So he talked like Larry the Cable Guy, but without the accent. It was the weirdest thing ever. What was I talking about? Oh, yes. I have no friends and everyone hates me. And they say you find your people in college. I don't believe you. I know it's only second semester of freshman year. I don't believe that is true. Okay. That is for people who didn't have friends in high school. That is for people who had fair weather friends in high school. Right? I'm not going to say that I'm going to be friends with my current friends from high school forever. I don't think that that's going to happen. Maybe it will, but most likely not. Who's to say? I'm not going to rush it. But, I'm already, not friends with half the people I was friends in high school anyway. Probably because they sucked. But, why is it so freaking difficult for me to make friends, right? Because even when I talk to somebody, I don't know. I don't like to do things. I like to sit inside my room and record myself yelling. No, I like to sit inside my room, draw whatever character I'm currently obsessed with, while watching Markiplier videos. And when I'm not doing that, I'm playing Stardew Valley. And when I'm not doing that, I'm listening to music or a podcast and like writing whatever insane thing comes to my head in a Google Doc. Like, or, syncing music over movie scenes. Did you know that California Girls goes incredibly and oddly well with the final fight scene of Thor Ragnarok? I bet you didn't. Did you know that Jesus of Suburbia by Green Day syncs incredibly well? Like, really good over the fight scene in Revenge of the Sith between Anakin and Obi-Wan. No, you didn't. Did you know that Radioactive, the song about Spider-Man, fits just as good as What Up Danger in Spider-Verse with the Leap of Faith scene? Did you know that I Want to Break Free weirdly works with the scene of Darth Vader murdering people in a hallway in Rogue One? No, you did not know that. No, you did not. No, you did not. Did you know that the song Whatever It Takes actually does work with the end of Avengers Endgame? Why did I do that? Because I was pissed off they didn't play it. Because literally the entire movie, the only thing that came out of Captain America's mouth, other than, I forgot about my boyfriend because I'm a piece of shit, was, whatever it takes. Oh, and screw Nat, I'm sad that Peggy died. Now I'm mad about that. I don't know what I do wrong. Why do people hate me so much? You know what? Again, like I said, the only thing I've really lost is an HBO account. Because I just really wanted to watch the Studio Ghibli movies. I'm just going to order them on Netflix. I don't want to give my computer a virus, which is why I went on Pirate. They might be on Crunchyroll. You know what? I don't even need HBO Max. I don't even need it. I can watch The Wind Rises alone and cry on my own, okay? I can watch Grave of the Fireflies if I really feel like contemplating suicide. That movie is terribly sad, I've heard. Anyway. I can watch Nausicaa, The Valley of the Wind. I don't have to wait on you bitches. I can leave a Snapchat group so fast, you wouldn't even know that I was there to begin with. I may as well not be. They don't even use it. I bet they have another group chat with just the three of them, and they just do that. They don't even talk to me anymore. They don't like me. Every single person that walks by, I'm terrified as my roommate, so I'm transferring to fucking NC State where my actual friend is. I've had enough of this shit. I don't want to apply to NC State. God knows I don't. Those people are insane. Not as bad as ECU. But at least Sophia Nygaard visits their campus. What do we have? Sandra Bullock. We have Sandra Bullock. Genuinely, we do have Sandra Bullock. But, like, come on. She hasn't been relevant in years. That is not an insult. Anyway. If you want to be my friend, please, you go to ECU, please. Please, please, please. Do not talk to me. I'm just kidding. You won't like me. Apparently. I'm just not likable. I'm too negative. Well, you're an idiot, okay? And Brendan Urie is definitely some kind of sexual predator. He is so freakish. Anyway. This went on longer than I ever planned for it. This is probably longer than my stupid Daredevil video that I made. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stop calling that stupid. That is a masterpiece, and it took me a sore hand to write those notes. So, enjoy it, even if you don't understand it. I don't understand what happens in that show half the time. Season 2 is a whirlwind. Good night. It is 11:23 as I am signing off now. Being alive is a prison. Being a college student is an eternal hell that you will never escape, unless by some miracle you somehow graduate. I should have dissolved after high school. I should have dissolved before I was born. Anyway. I'm going to lay in bed and read webcomics now. Try to cry.